Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I am Tasia Verno, and I'm going to be your host tonight. I am the leader of the Fit Rig, and I'm going to talk more about what that is and what that means in just a minute. But I want to tell you a little bit about myself first. I started coaching. I started this opportunity just over 4 years ago, and I did not know what was in store for me. Really, I had been using all kinds of different products through Beachbody for about a year, and I had been following what my coach was telling me to do and joining all these great groups. And I had been a fitness instructor throughout all that time and prior to that. So instructing others in fitness was kind of my passion anyway. And I thought, I can do this. If she can do it with a busy family life and a full-time job and all of that, I could do that too. And so I decided to join, and finally I was getting my discount on all the product that I was using. And I really just started sharing with people what was working for me. I was never trying to sell anything. I was never trying to push anyone to do anything that wasn't right for them and their lifestyle. I just wanted them to get the goods, which was the groups, the accountability, the community. And I was just trying to share that because that was the game changer for me. That's what helped me lose 25 pounds. That's what kept me motivated. That's what kept me focused on big dreams and goals. And throughout that simple sharing, I started to grow a business. I started to grow a team. I started to earn rewards. I started to earn an income. And I was like, wow, this really works. And it doesn't feel sticky or slimy or salesy or anything that I was never passionate about. It always felt genuine and true to who I was. And I thought that was really special. And so I wanted to make sure that I was growing a team of people who felt the same way. I wanted people to just truly, genuinely love the community and share that with others, and to feel comfortable sharing that with others, and to be able to shout from the rooftops what was working and why it was working, and to get people to join under that precedent. That's all that we wanted to do as a team. And by asking people to join me because of that, they did. And since then, we have grown across the United States. We have grown into Canada, and we even have a couple of coaches that are over in the UK. So we have definitely grown over these past 4 years, and it's a beautiful thing. It's just amazing. Sometimes I just take a minute to look back and think, wow, this is something that people are truly enjoying and something that people love, and that their lives have totally changed because they said yes. Even though they may have been scared at first, they said yes and had all of these changes because of it. So our team is called the Fit Rig, and we are an extension of the Dream Team, which has been a top 10 team for 6 years in a row. So what does that mean for us? Well, that means we get all the good stuff. We have top trainings, top resources, top opportunities like trips that aren't Beachbody exclusive. And we get all kinds of great opportunities to come together as a larger team and be able to bond and do fun things and to learn from one another. So we are Beachbody royalty, if you can put it that way. And I think it's really just nice to be able to put that out there because it means that you have a true, rooted home base. People who aren't going anywhere. People who are actually committed and in your corner. So that when things get hard or when things get frustrating or when things aren't quite what you thought they might be, you have someone there to lift you back up and to pull you back in and to say, yes, girl, this is for you. And we love you being here. And we know that you are meant to be here. So our team is really, really special. So what I want to do is I want to share some slides with you. They're not boring PowerPoint slides. They are just 3 of them, and they really can illustrate a few more things for you about our team. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Bear with me because I'm a therapist. I don't do technology. So hang on a sec as I work on this. Oh, let's see here. Okay. You guys are probably like, what's going on here, Tasia? Okay. There we go. Let me move this for you. Okay, so hopefully you can see my screen. And you can see my little slide here. So I'm gonna make that a little smaller. There we go. Okay, so I want to just talk about, I'm gonna go back here really quick if I can. Oh, you guys are the best. You're hanging with me. Okay. So as I mentioned, we are the Fit Rig. We are recruiting new coaches right now. We are excited about growing our team, and we are absolutely dedicated to impacting others in health and fitness. So this is how we do that. So let me just take you through some of the requirements, because people always ask me, what do I have to do in order to be a coach? And the first thing that I say is, well, you have to act like a CEO, which means you have to act like you're in charge of your own business. So when you want to work hard, you're going to work hard. And when you want to take a day off, you take a day off, and everything in between. You are in charge of how your business runs, how fast it grows, how slow it grows, who you want to be a part of it, how you want to market it, what you want to do with it. You are 100% in charge. There is nobody telling you how to run your own business. And I think that's amazing like that. How do you find the time to do that? Well, I work full time. I have a daughter who dances and is very busy. My husband and I own multiple businesses, so I don't have time. Instead, I find pockets of time throughout my busy days when I can work my Beachbody business, because it's fun and because it's important to me, because I love it. When you find something that you love to do, you find the time to work on it, right? You find the time to do things. If you know that you love a certain show, you make sure you find time to watch it. And it's kind of like that. So my pockets of time are early in the morning, maybe on my lunch break, maybe on my drive home, I'll listen to a book on tape. There are different things that I can do when I have those pockets of time, and I make sure I use them productively. So I don't want you to feel like, I don't got time for that, because you do have time for it, and I will show you how to maximize the time that you have. Another requirement, if you can call it that, is to take care of yourself first. When you join as a coach, the first thing you're going to do is choose something to do, a certain workout program, a certain nutrition plan, a certain nutrition program, a certain challenge group. You're going to choose that first and foremost, because I want you taking care of yourself first, because you are going to be your best product. People are going to want to know what you're doing because it's making you happy, it's giving you confidence, it's giving you a sense of expertise in this fitness world. Whether you feel that way or not, people are going to want to know. They're going to be inspired by your progress, your journey, and your success. So I want you to first take care of you. And if you're already interested in your health and fitness, then you have already taken a first step in the right direction. There is absolutely personal mentorship and training. So what does that mean? As soon as you say yes, I will add you to a mentorship training page right here on Facebook. It's broken down into very simple units, and it starts to teach you the ins and outs of the business. Do you have to sit in front of a computer and work through those units for a certain amount of time? No. Again, you're the CEO, you're in charge. So you need to go through that training however it makes sense for you. But that training, we have taken so much time to really put the goods into it. We want you to know what you need to know in the beginning. What will get you started right? What will kickstart this business for you? What will make it feel genuine to who you are? There's a training page, but not just that. Team Beachbody does an excellent job of training their coaches as well. So you're going to get a lot of information up front, and you will work through it on your time. But I think the most important part is that personal mentorship. Your coach, whether that's me or someone else in the Fit Rig that you are joining, this is a partnership. You will never be on your own island when it comes to this. It is always a team approach. It is always a community working together to get successful as a team. It is so important that you know that you have someone in your corner at all times. When you have questions, there are answers. There is always someone who wants you to be your best. And that personal mentorship isn't just messages back and forth. It's phone calls. It's meeting for coffee. It's whatever you need it to be. It is there because we are invested in all of our teammates. I put something else on here that is the 4 vital behaviors, and that's down here at the bottom. And I love it because it's something that Team Beachbody has shared with us, but I want to share it with you because this is all that's required of you. And man, these 4 things are something that every human being needs. A little bit of personal development, and that's just something that's good for the soul, whether that be reading a book or listening to an amazing podcast, or maybe watching some kind of motivational video. Personal development. Taking care of your own health, using the products in a way that makes sense for you and that makes you feel good, and inviting other people to join us. You're going to see that this community is everything and that you want everyone to be a part of it. Your close friends, your coworkers, your family, your neighbors, everyone you're going to want to get to join you. So you're going to invite them. And then one of my favorite vital behaviors is recognition. You are going to not only recognize yourself as things start to transform and change, but your team is going to recognize you. We are going to be your biggest cheerleaders in this, not just in business, but of course in fitness and in health and in your personal life. You're going to start to share things with us that aren't just Beachbody related. We want to know who you are. We want to know what's important to you. We want to know what you're working towards in other aspects of your life. And we are going to recognize you for it. Okay, let's see if we can move on here. So let's talk a little bit about getting started. So lots of times people say, okay, this all sounds really good, Tasia, but how exactly do I do this? How exactly do I even know where to go from here? Well, I don't want you to feel like you need to have all the answers, because I didn't when I started, and not even the top coach had all the answers when she started. In fact, all you need is a little bit of drive. All you need is that little feeling in the pit of your stomach like, okay, I'm going to give it a try. Okay, I really love this. I think I can, so I'm going to give it my best effort. That's all you need. And maybe if you only have half of that, you need someone who's saying, I believe in you. And that someone is me. That someone is who invited you here tonight. That someone is here on the team. It's someone who says, I see something special in you. So just try. And if you have that, then that's all you need. So what you'll first do is talk with me or whoever invited you here to this call tonight about your goals. What are your health and fitness goals? What are some financial goals maybe you have? What would you like to see change in your own lifestyle? And how does this fit in with that? We are not asking you to fit a specific mold. In fact, we want this opportunity to fit your lifestyle and your goals. So you'll have that conversation with your coach. In that conversation, you'll start to talk about different options that meet your needs, your personal fitness needs, your budget, whatever it may be, but we're going to find something that actually fits with you so that you can sign up. The best package is the one that gets you access to every single program that Beachbody offers so that you can become that expert, as well as one of our nutritional products that you know you will use. We're not going to be forcing any kind of product on you because there's way too many for you to pick from. So choose something that you think you will use in your own personal life. Once you choose that package, you sign up and poof, there you are. You have your business as soon as you click submit. And what's amazing about that is whatever you invest in your initial package, you can start earning back that day. And your coach will help you get started with that. You will have a getting started call, which means you're going to get on the phone or maybe a Zoom chat like this with your coach. And again, talk about your goals and talk about how to start. Where do you go from here? How do you get things going? You're going to have that conversation with your coach, and it's going to actually start to make sense. Your puzzle pieces are going to come together, and you're going to understand how this works for your life. I, again, want to talk about how you can move at your pace. There is something very special about this because it's by you and for you. Nobody else is running this business, you are. So I'm going to stop my screen share here. Hi. And I want to just, again, kind of talk about some of those frequently asked questions. People ask all the time, do I have to buy a certain product? Do I have to spend a certain amount of money? Do I have to go to certain events? Do I have to post on social media? So I just want to talk about those things briefly. And I know that you have questions too, and I want to be able to answer those. So, do you have to order certain products or keep an inventory? Absolutely not. Again, whatever you choose to buy is for your personal consumption. If you know you love the beach bars, then by all means, order a whole bunch. If you know that you love Shakeology, then that's something that you'll probably use every month. If you know that that performance line and Energize is something that you cannot live without, that's going to be your go-to. You're going to use what you love using. You're going to talk about it with other people in the same way. They're going to ask you, what do you love? What should I use? What do I need for this program? So of course, you'll probably become familiar with some of these products, but do you have to keep them in your own home? No. Now, is there a certain requirement as far as monthly product? The simple answer to that is there is a minimum to be an active coach. And without getting into that too much, you want to be an active coach so you can continue with your commission, so you can continue with all those special trainings and resources, perks, rewards, etc. But it is very minimal. So I don't want you to get too caught up in that quite yet. It's something that we can talk about when we have those chats about your goals. Now, do you have to post on social media? Well, I'm going to again give it to you very simply. Social media is free. It is also personal. So, do you have to post your product on social media? That's a big fat no. Should you share your personal journey on social media? Big fat yes. You should be talking to people about what you're doing and what you're loving and how it makes sense for you, because that's what people want to see. That's what people are inspired by. That's what people get excited by. They get excited by what you're doing. So when you post your kids or you post your vacations or you post that you're running or you post your dog, people love that stuff. And they're going to continue to follow you when they see that you are doing something for yourself and you're loving it, especially when you're earning free trips. They're going to love watching that. So social media is a gift. It is something that you should definitely be using. And if you're scared, great. You're just like everybody else. So we will talk about how to use social media, how to use those things in a way that makes sense for you and that feels genuine to you. That's really important to me. It's something that I talk with my coaches about a lot, because I want you to feel like you're not forced to share something or that you're outside of your comfort zone too much. I want it to feel real to you. One of the other frequently asked questions that I get is, how the heck do you guys make money? And are you really making money? Well, the answer is yes. So I'm going to break it down simply for you. We earn a commission on everything we sell, 25%. You also earn weekly bonuses based on your rank. And rank is your team growing? Then you're earning bonuses. And those are pretty significant depending on what your team is doing. Now, here is something that I want you all to lean in and listen to closely. The one big thing that makes your income significant as well as different from any other company out there, is that your bonuses are based on what the greater team is doing. This is not a top-down pyramid-shaped business model. In fact, you are earning bonuses based on what your coach is doing, what their coach is doing, what that coach's coach is doing, and all the way up to the top, as well as all the way around. It's a circle, not a pyramid. And although that may be kind of confusing, you're like, Tasia, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. I want you to know, again, going back to the beginning of our call, we are part of a top 10 team. That's a whole lot of coaches that are working their butts off and a whole lot of opportunity for you to earn a significant income, because we're all working hard. We all want each other to be successful, and there's no competition whatsoever. Your neighbor and the next neighbor and the next neighbor could all be coaches, and it wouldn't matter because we're all working together and we're all benefiting from one another. So those bonuses are there as well. As your team continues to grow, there's also quarterly bonuses and more. But there's also a lot of great perks. There's a yearly free trip. There are retreats that we do with our specific team. There is a huge summit conference once a year that you can go to as a coach. And there are quarterly events called Super Saturday, which are really, really great that you also can attend. So there's a whole lot of fun perks and a whole lot of fun prizes as well. Our team specifically right now for the entire year of 2019, I'm sending out prizes every month. So I just want you to know that it's not just financial, but there's a whole lot of great perks and rewards as well. For me, the biggest perk is the community. I have a team of almost 200 that supports me, that loves me unconditionally, and wants me to succeed. And I feel the same way about each of them. And that community just doesn't exist in any other workplace. I challenge you to think of another workplace that might have that. So I feel blessed that we have that sort of community in a business. So it's community first, it's fitness and health, and then you just happen to be making an income by doing something that you love and by impacting and inspiring others, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So that is the biggest perk in my book. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, I think you guys can either type in questions in the chat, or if I unmute you, you can ask questions as well, or you can unmute yourself. If you don't have any questions, that's okay. Maybe you're just kind of milling things over. But I'm going to open it up to you if you have any questions at all. You're like, you covered it all in 26 minutes. It's a record. You all should be in the Glimpse page. The Glimpse is a glimpse into being a fitness influencer page. And there's some really good information in that page. So if you haven't explored it, please do. There's some really great videos. There's some good information from other teammates. So I definitely recommend exploring that and learning a little bit more. Also, tomorrow night, there will be another call, very different from this. It's more of a meet and greet, and it's going to be with some other top coaches. So you'll be able to hear other stories, other opinions, other ways that people do it. And I'm going to share that link in the Glimpse into being a fitness influencer page as well. So if you have nothing to do tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern, you can listen to that too. Okay, so thank you for joining me. I'm so glad to be seeing your faces. Hi, everyone. And if you decide that you do have some questions, you can just reach out to me directly or reach out to the person who invited you here tonight, and we'll get those answers for you. I hope that you have a great rest of your Wednesday night, and I'm going to share this recording in the page, so if you want to go back to it, you can. I hope you all have a great night. Bye.